Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be trying out just a few new makeup things that I picked up that I wanted to share with you. So I did my foundation, concealer, brows already. I grabbed one of these Chanel Ombre Premier liquid eyeshadows in the shade 22. It's okay. It has like a little applicator and it's this like gorgeous champagne color, which is like my jam, and I love it. Love the color. It is very, very, very sheer. So sheer, like as soon as I begin to apply it and kind of like blend it out with my finger, it almost disappears. One of you suggested like putting it as a topper on something. I may try that because it's just, I feel like it's like a little bit of nothing. Like I think I have to put something on top of it because it's just, as I'm blending it out, it just looks like my lids have some shimmer on them, which is a little underwhelming. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but it didn't. Most of my cream eyeshadows, or kind of my one and done eyeshadows, which I did a blog post on my one and done eyeshadows, so I'll link that below, are a little bit more something. They're like oomph. This is like a meh. So I don't know. I'll try it as a topper and see if I like that a little bit more. The Laura Mercier Light Catcher Loose Powder. I did a full blog post on this, which I will link below as well. This actually, I'm gonna use it on my cheeks, but it actually is a really nice, like on the lid as well. I have the shade, which one? Celestial Light. Now, this is perfect for the cheeks. It's meant for the cheeks, but it has like a little bit of shimmer. I would say if you have drier skin, you could use this, perhaps dust it all over very, very lightly. But I really love it on my cheeks and love it on the lid. If you want a very, very, very subtle and very easy to blend shimmer, this loose powder is perfection. Like, and you'll get more use out of it, obviously using it on the lid and also using it on the face. I will add a little bit of something in my crease because that lid color, that Chanel color, is just a little too dull. My Patrick Ta, like cheek duo that I have that I'm going to use on my cheeks. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of the bronzer in the crease to make this a little less boring. Like I said, I love a one and done shadow, but it's got to have some dimension to it. It has to, you know, sometimes even a light champagne color can have some dimension to it. It can, you know, have something. This is just, it's too flat, so it needed a little bit of that crease color. All right, picked up the Ilia mascara. I shared it on my Insta stories because they put up an ad and I was like, oh my gosh, like the ad sucked me in. I was like, add to cart, I'm gonna go buy it. The brush is just how I like it, really big and thick. This is a very dramatic mascara, which I love, and very thick, very wet formula, dark. I do need to add a few coats though. It's not just like a one coat mascara. Most of my mascaras are not one coat for me. I like a very unpopular opinion, clumpy lash. I mean, I don't want spider lashes, but I mean, I'm not really opposed to subtle spider lashes. I used to work with a girl at MAC years ago, and she was a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal. And she had skin that was like kissed by an angel. It was the most amazing skin I'd ever seen. And she knew how to work it and work her skin. And she would do like this like really ethereal look, like really bronzy, glowy, and then she loved her mascara to literally look like spider legs. And with the look that she would do, it looked absolutely magical. I remember I was like, you are one of the only people I know that can pull that off. I mean, she would just like apply, she would take the brush like this and really get into each lash and the bottom lashes. It was amazing. But this, I was really impressed. It doesn't really smudge, which I love. All mascaras leave a little bit of something underneath here for my eyes, simply because that's the way my eyes are. I have been doing this now for, you know, a very long time, and no mascara I've ever tried has ever not left a little bit. I think it's just the way my eyes are shaped. But that's just, you know, you saw me. It's I don't know how many coats that is, but I would probably let it dry a little bit and go in with some more. Let me just apply the second eye here, and then I'll show you the finished look. Okay, all done, finished look. I would definitely repurchase this. Like, I already know that I will plan to repurchase it. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous mascara. Yeah, this is my jam. Sometimes, like, you know, I have to like clean up the little bits that it leaves, but it doesn't really leave too much on my upper lid. Like I said, I don't have too much smudging. It's really, really good. So cannot recommend that enough. I'm gonna just do some of my loose powder here. Tatcha loose powder, which is between this and my Hourglass. I love both so much. It gives me just the most subtle matte look without really taking away the luminous look of skin. It's like a little, you know, it's just, if you've not tried this powder yet, or the Hourglass one, to be honest, they're so very similar to me. They're gorgeous. All right, let's do some cheeks, and then my Patrick Ta. I'm gonna do a little bit of the cream bronzer first, and just kind of blend it out into the cheekbone. I mean, I'm not doing like a full contour, but I like to do it like a little bit under the cheekbone, on the cheekbone, and then I top it with the bronzing powder. Love this. The formula is really, really beautiful. Emollient enough to blend and work for, you know, drier skin, but not too emollient where it's like, it's only for drier skin. You know, those like cream products, you're like, lovely, but if you have oilier combination skin, stay away. That is not the case with this. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of loose powder just like right through here, a little bit more. Just use this side. Just pack it in a little bit more there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna add the bronzer on the other side. The powder bronzer, which is lovely as well. Which brush am I gonna use? It's always like, which brush am I gonna? I have so many to choose from. I think sometimes it's like you have too many to choose from that you like don't know what to use, and like first world problems for sure. But I also love the coolness of the cream bronzer is lovely. It has like a real cool gray undertone. Then you add the powder bronzer, which is warm enough. It is not too warm, which I like. Sometimes bronzers can be too orange, which is not my jam. And lovely. Go in with the Sicily blush. This is the shade Golden Rose. Ooh. It is pricey, but let me tell you, this is the most gorgeous color. Formula, it has like just a hint of shimmer. Yeah, it is perfection. They really knocked out of the park with these blushes. I have a blog post, I believe, where I shared these blushes, but got a package. FedEx just pulled up and they're doing the recycling out there. Do you hear anything? Yeah. It's got like a little bit of shimmer. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier powder just on my cheekbones. Let's see here. You need to start with a very light hand and then build up if you need it. It's stunning because if you go too heavy, it has like a significant amount of shimmer. But look at that. You know what it looks like? It looks like your skin is like wet shimmer. You know, it's like that creamy, not overly powdered. The way that they formulated it is so finely milled that it gives the most, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't have like cheekbones that pop, but with this, it definitely like, bam, will hit you. Love that. All right, picked up some of the Armani, what are these called? Lip Powers? Lip Powers. So I have 102 and 103. 102 is like a nice nude, and 103 is a nice nude. These are really lovely. They give a good amount of coverage. Feel lovely, very sheer, very glossy. Listen, not a lot of coverage, you know, so I'm gonna add the 103 on top to fill it. This is a little bit more orange. Yeah. These are lovely. And like I said, not gonna give you a ton of coverage. They're gonna move around. You're gonna have to reapply. That's just, but going into fall and winter, they're really hydrating and lovely. And I think they'll feel really good on the lips, especially in the colder weather. And that's it. Those are all my new makeup items that I've been trying. Definitely the hit, the Ilia mascara. Totally gonna repurchase that. The Chanel, I tell you guys all the time, Chanel's like hit or miss with me. Some people are like die-hard Chanel, like give me the whole collection. And I used to work at Saks years and years ago over at the Chanel beauty counter. I mean, women would call and be like, what, give me the whole new collection. Like every single collection, they would just buy the whole thing. They were like die-hard. It's always hit or miss with me. The Laura Mercier light catcher powders are amazing. Definitely really a kind of a fun take on a loose setting powder with shimmer. And like I said, I have dusted it even in my like T-zone just slightly to just really illuminate the skin. And I think if you have drier skin, it could really be beautiful. These are Armani lip powders. Gorgeous. Of course, the Sicily I've talked about before, the Patrick Ta. And I will link everything else that I talked about down below. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.